houses had no fences in Kano, even in the GRAs. What I'm trying to pull out is that the problem of this country, from the elucidation from every panelist up there, is because of the breakdown of value system. When I was growing up in Kano, houses had no fences even in the GRAs. But the value system became devalued. We started building fences. Growing up as a child, the only place I see fences is either a zoo or a prison yard. Gradually, the situation deteriorated. We started having tall fences. It further deteriorated. We started having broken bottles of minerals as barriers on our fences. It further deteriorated. We started having barbed wire. Today, it is electric fence. From the wear of dogs, we now have the wear of hyena, the wear of lions, showing how the entire society have become depleted. The Holy Book says, bring up a child in the way of the Lord, and when he grows up, he will not depart from it. It is our orientation from the family unit level that has completely broken down. And this has not been, it's not an advantage, because all our curriculum from primary school to university do not support the system. If you see an American child at age 5, he can tell you about the dream of America. That's why when they are singing their national anthem when playing football, you see some of them crying. Because at a kindergarten level, you are taught nationalism. You are taught civic education. You are taught moral philosophy. So even as a child, you already know what it takes to be an American and what it takes to protect America. The only social orientation we have in our education curriculum is social studies. And what does it teach? It teaches you about Jaja of Ogbobo, Awolowo of Western Nigeria, Azikiwe of Eastern Nigeria, and Sadona of Northern Nigeria. And even as a child, you are already indoctrinated with ethnic consciousness. So we must go back. We cannot get it right, whether electoral, political, or economy, once we don't have the right attitude, the right values, and the right orientation. Nobody teaches you about Nigeria today. Today, history has been taken away from our curriculum in secondary school. It's no longer there. No more vocational studies. No more technical drawing. All the technical schools and colleges are down. These are primary values that we must go and resuscitate. No matter the grammar we speak here, no matter the policy direction we give, once we do not have the right attitude to manage whatever policy, manifesto, or ideology, we will not get there. So my advice is we need to go back to the basics. This attitudinal change is the primary thing. Because if you don't even know your country, you don't even know how to divide your country. When I was growing up, there is no Hausa, there is no Yoruba. When it was Christmas, I can tell the streets up to the 20th street after my street in Kano. We share rice, and during Salah, we also get tuwo shinkafa. Today, I don't even know who is my immediate neighbor in Metama. These are the value systems that we need to get back to. There is no Boko Haram or bandit today who no human being will pick up a gun and shoot a fellow human being if you're not under influence. Drugs have taken over all our young ones, and the attendant satanic manifestation is what we are getting. So let's get back to the basics, go back to family unit reorientation, then we'll start from there before we can get to all these big grammar level. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. And I always say after every survey that these children that are out of school, they are not out of school. They are in schools of banditry. They are in schools of kidnapping. They are in state graduates that we see them on the streets. So when we expect them to graduate from secondary school to university, they are graduating from armed robbery to banditry to terrorism.
Security and the 2023 elections. I would like to start
on that particular issue.
very quickly, please. Yeah.
Very quickly, I talk about the political primaries to determine who emerges. The chances are that those at the bottom may emerge and become the candidates that will plug the plug of that party. And that will be dangerous for the survival.
It's just cool to say Do they really know what their responsibilities and their rights are when they go to the polling booth, to make sure they know what they can ask and make sure they know what they can do and question?
Of election outcomes, it's becoming the norm instead of a situation where the ballot box, the voter, is a final decider of outcomes. How do we come out of this?